vessel that was disabled by the US Navy on Monday, that is June 8, had in fact all Indian seafarers on board, and those on board had in fact had a contact with the US authorities. The Ministry of External Affairs has acknowledged on Tuesday. It is learned that the Palau-flagged vessel MT Marivex, which had 24 Indian seafarers on board and all of them Indians, was disabled on Monday after it tried to make its way through the US naval blockade of marine traffic around Iranian ports. Now, according to the US authorities, the vessel had in fact tried to make way through the naval blockade at least 3 times before being disabled on its 4th attempt. In fact, the US CENTCOM has said that the vessel tried to negotiate the blockade at least 3 times, and on its 4th attempt on Monday too, it had tried to make its way through towards an Iranian port. However, it is learned that the US authorities denied them permission to make any such further attempt, and after the same, it switched off its automatic identification system. Now, around 1:30 p.m. on Monday, a precision munition from the USS Abraham Lincoln was finally fired upon the engineering spaces of the Palau-flagged vessel MT Marivex, disabling the vessel, and the vessel remains stranded in the Omani territorial waters since then. However, after the information reached the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center here in India, it immediately established contact with the Omani officials, and together with the Omani officials, the rescue operation was ensured, and all the 24 Indian seafarers are now reported as safe, as confirmed by the MEA. It is also learned that the tanker was an unladen tanker and was in ballast state at the time of the incident. Now, significantly, this comes as the US has established a strong naval blockade around the Iranian ports, even as the CENTCOM has reported that ever since it started the naval blockade since April 13, it has disabled at least 7 non-compliant vessels and 134 ships. However, according to the US authorities, it has allowed at least 42 vessels that were carrying humanitarian aid to pass through the US naval blockade. Now, this also reflects the gravity of the situation in and around the Strait of Hormuz, which continues to be the flashpoint of the conflict between the US and Iran. Now, we'll keep tracking this significant development from the West Asia region. This is me, Shikha Salaria, reporting from New Delhi for India Abroad.